Welcome again, and we are making a hybrid. This one is the cooler for the 1080 Ti, and this one is the cooler for 1070 Ti. The 1070 Ti has the same thickness as the 1080 Ti cooler. By the way, this is the Strix version. But what do we see that is missing over here? The VRM cooler. The VRM part of the cooler, of the heatsink. This here we can see we have direct touch and a nice plate touching, which is the hottest part on the GPU. Yeah, touching this. But the 1080 Ti cooler doesn't have that thing. This one has it. So this one will have much better cooling for the VRM, but it will have trouble with the core, which is the, I don't know, second most hot thing on the GPU, let's say. So what do? Asus in their I don't know, let's call it small IQ, used this thing. You see? The good thing about this thing is that it has it's a good cooler for cooling the memory, as you can see. But this thing, as you can see, it's cut. Yeah, on the edges. Because this thing has another part, which is this thing. And this is what is supposed to cool the VRM instead of this. So you can see the same thermal pad, but look at this one. Yes, I know, these are old graphic cards. And no wonder if they were used and abused in the mining craze. By the way, fuck you miners, I would like to kill you all. Anyway, let's continue. Now, this thing is supposed to cool the VRM. As you saw, it was a big one, and which means a hot one. And look at this stupid thing. The VRM should connect to this thermal pad. That thermal pad should connect to this, I don't know, let's call it a piece of, okay, let's call it what it really, a piece of useless metallistic, I don't know, metal shit. And after that, there is another pad, and that pad is connected with the fins over here. Wow. And you were paying, there was a time that this GPU used to cost, I don't know, even above €1,000. So yeah, and you were paying for crap. That is my conclusion. Now, what I am doing is trying to fix quote unquote, by using that small part for just that you saw, for just the memory, and switching to this cooler to cool the VRM and the core. Because let's be honest, you can tweak, like any GPU, you can tweak the 1080 Ti too. And I will try to, you know, how the fuck is it called? Воскресне? To make it live again. Fuck. My mind is blocked. Okay, fuck it. Anyway, my point is, I'm going to use this cooler instead of the original. Another thing that on this overpriced GPU, even back then, the original price I think it was like 700 euro dollars. As you can see, there is a ton of screws. There is the 1080 Ti GPU. Let's see, shitty light, but I don't give a fuck. Here is the rest of the backplate. Here is the other backplate, and there is the 1070 Ti. You can see that it's a lower tier because easily you can see the small core, the much lower VRM count, phase VRM count. So what's my other thing gripe with this GPU is this, the backplate. The backplate is totally useless. No heat transfer or anything, but it's metal. But it has this one. This even today still looks very nice, the ROG Eye, but this has a problem. It may stop working, and certain colors, they tend to go, you know, to look like washed out, especially the red one, which for me is the most important. I don't give a fuck about the other colors. I would prefer this one, the white, and the red one, because the whole fucking GPU is black, and yeah, it has gray accents, but gray mixes with white. And guess what? ROG builds, they used to be like this. Yeah, black and red. So yeah, the main color, one of the main colors, red, is dead. Like I don't know, Mission Impossible, blue is glue, red is dead, something like that. Yeah. Anyway, that's another thing that I need to fix. So I don't know if it's this plate over here or is it the connector itself, this shitty thing over here. Okay, let's show it in a better way, this shitty thing over here, or is the fucking connector on the GPU, on the fucking GPU, this one over here. Yeah, this is not mine. I take care of my stuff. The other part, the 1080 Ti, is also not mine. It's I bought it used because I sold mine in the fucking mining craze for a lot of money. But I like to collect stuff, especially technology, something like, you know, legendary technology, groundbreaking, and that's why I bought it again. But I bought it as broken, so, which is nice. I bought it for cheap, and that's what I'm planning to do. Oh yeah, look at this fucking thing. This piece of shit over here is designed from Asus. I don't know how the fuck does anyone gets paid for this. And this is supposed to cool the VRM. Not the VRM, the GDDR5X or whatever we had back then. And this is, I don't know, like the most retarded cooler I have ever seen. Okay. By the way, I will test this GPU. I tend to keep it. Another weak spot on this GPU is obviously this part over here. You see these caps, how they look? Look at this one. Yeah, it looks like a old fucked up colored TV. This graphics card was used and abused. I bought it from a fucking miner. Luckily he was fucking stupid and sold it for very cheap because he thought it was broken. Another thing that is missing on this card, as you can see, is the BIOS switch. So it's kind of fucked up because I only in a way have one single BIOS. My idea is also to use these already used and abused thermal pads to put them on the back of the memory over here and put them on the back of the backplate and try to make it usable. But I don't know if it is the right thickness of the thermal pad, how much would I need to make contact with the backplate, but okay, I will see later. And I think it would be, I don't know, millimeter and a half. I don't think it will be 2, but yeah, something like that. And that's it, guys. Another thing is this. This over here are the lights of this piece of shit overpriced GPU. You see this? And over here there is a LED diode at the end of the, wait, let me put it here. There is a LED diode at the end of the cool shroud here, and that LED diode, you know, it shines, and these tubes over here should reflect that that light and transfer it all over the place. If you don't keep it clean, you can remove this, but you need to keep it clean. And if you use and abuse this, let's call them pipes over here, which are not really pipes, the light itself can break, distort and everything, and it can make it look like shit. So you need a good light transfer, I guess, or how do I call it? Sorry, as you can see, it's not my native language English, and I barely use it. So yeah, I'm bad at it when talking. I speak it the language very bad, but I use it in, I don't know, computer clickety, fickety mickety, very nice. Okay. Anyway, that's it. So, good because of the thickness, bad because of the VRM, good because of the thickness, bad because of this piece of shit. But I'm really interested to see the performance this one has, because I don't really care about the boost here. I do undervolt my cards. I mean, I try to overclock them and undervolt them at the same time, you know, just like a CPU, to get the best performance out of them, the best balance out of everything. And yeah, I'm using classic thermal paste. This is MX4, and that's it. By the way, watch this movie, Baba Hotep. Okay, thanks for watching, if you're watching. If not, yeah, I don't give a fuck. I make this shit for me. Yeah, joking. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you have any questions, suggestions, or whatever, feel free to, you know, tell me how stupid, retarded, boring, or whatever I am. You can shitpost. I don't give a fuck, man. I'm old school. Bye, 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 bye.